Rachel Ziegler's Hollywood downfall, from Disney darling to industry warning. They handed her the crown, then watched her drop it. Rachel Ziegler was supposed to be Disney's next icon, the star of a new era. Instead, she's become the face of everything that can go wrong when fame and backlash collide. This isn't just a misstep. It's a front row seat to a rising star's rapid descent, and somehow she's still pretending the spotlight isn't burning her alive. Let's rewind, because this mess didn't start overnight. The Rise, chosen by Spielberg, crowned by Disney. Before the chaos, there was awe. Rachel Ziegler didn't grind her way up like most actors. She exploded into the spotlight, out of nowhere. Handpicked by Steven Spielberg himself to headline West Side Story. That alone turned heads. Critics praised her, award shows followed, and suddenly she was the talk of the town. Golden Globe in hand, Hollywood practically rolled out the red carpet. The voice? Flawless. The charisma? Magnetic. The girl next door appeal? Untouchable. Disney, seeing dollar signs, moved in fast. They made her the new Snow White, not just a role, but a cultural legacy. And at first it made sense. Rachel had the voice, the look, and that Star is Born glow. But what came next would change everything. The fall begins. PR disaster and interviews. The press tour for Snow White was supposed to be her coronation. But Rachel had other plans. Instead of celebrating the iconic 1937 original, she dragged it through the mud, calling it outdated. Mocking the prince, insisting Snow White wouldn't dream of being saved by a man, and framing the old film as shallow nonsense. Now, if you're trying to promote a remake, insulting the original probably isn't the move. But Rachel didn't just share a new take. She dismantled everything that made the story timeless. Fans were furious. Reddit lit up. Twitter turned into a war zone. People didn't hear empowerment. They heard arrogance. It didn't help that she delivered it with a smug, I know better tone that made longtime Disney lovers feel disrespected. The result? Instant backlash. And instead of apologizing, Rachel leaned in. The political meltdown, attacking half the country. Just when things looked bad, Rachel made them worse. Near the end of the 2024 US election season, she posted something no Disney princess ever had. May Trump and his voters never know peace. The internet exploded again. This time, not just fans, but mainstream audiences, parents, and studios started raising eyebrows. Whether you agree with her or not, targeting a huge portion of your potential audience while headlining a family movie. That's not bold, it's brand suicide. Disney said nothing. They tried the classic ride it out strategy, but this wasn't going away. Rachel had made herself the story, and not in a good way. Evita Chaos, the balcony stunt that broke the internet. Amid the storm, Rachel tried to course correct. She landed the iconic lead in Evita at London's Palladium, a legendary role in musical theater. This was supposed to be her redemption arc, but instead of letting the performance speak, she pulled one of the strangest stunts in stage history. During the powerful number Don't Cry for Me Argentina, instead of singing it live to the audience who paid up to $500 for tickets, Rachel walked out to a balcony and sang it to the street, for free. Inside the theater, fans watched her on a screen. The backlash was instant. People were livid, memes flooded Reddit, critics called it pretentious and disconnected. The moment was meant to be iconic. Instead, it became a viral joke. Career in crisis, empty seats, desperate pricing. Once the reviews hit, it was all downhill. Attendance plummeted. Tickets went from premium to practically free. Some nights were pay what you want, others were just free. Theater fans called it clearance rack Broadway. The worst part? Most critics still said her voice was good. Her stage presence was there, but her reputation, it overpowered everything else. Rachel's name stopped selling tickets. It started sinking them. The backstage bombs, diva behavior, and studio panic. Theater drama aside, whispers from behind the scenes began leaking out. Cast and crew started speaking up. Rachel, it turns out, wasn't just unlucky. She was hard to work with. Not abusive, not cruel, just difficult. Confident to the point of confrontational. Allegedly pushing rewrites, challenging directors, acting like she'd already earned icon status with just one major hit. Disney, meanwhile, went into ghost mode. Release dates pushed, merch pulled, posters vanished, toys canceled. The studio didn't defend her, they disappeared her. That says everything. The industry freeze. No buzz, no calls, no hype. Today, Rachel's not blacklisted, but she's frozen out. Her team, insiders say, is split. Some want her to lay low. Others think she should lean into the chaos and rebrand. But there's one truth no one can deny. The Snow White glow is long gone. Studios are avoiding risk. Brands are backing off. Fans? Most of them stopped caring. The girl who was once on every shortlist now finds her calls unanswered. Even press outlets that once hyped her up are keeping their distance. No one wants to be tied to the next flop. The meta twist, can she weaponize the drama? Still, some in the industry see an opportunity. They say controversy sells, that Rachel's chaos could be monetized. There are rumors she might play a version of herself. A fallen star navigating fame. It's edgy, it's risky, and it might just work. But here's the catch. Rachel keeps misreading the moment. Every time things cool down, she makes another headline. Politics, princess shade, offhand comments that reopen old wounds. At this point, she's not just dealing with bad press, she's creating it. Conclusion: the spotlight burns. Rachel Ziegler didn't just bite the apple, she torched the orchard. She stepped into legacy roles, then tried to rewrite the script. Literally. And now she's stuck in limbo. Too famous to disappear. Too polarizing to embrace. Her name triggers eye rolls more than applause. She's not canceled. She's not thriving. She's just suspended, waiting for an industry that's moved on to call her back. Could she stage a comeback? Maybe. If she goes quiet, picks the right indie film, humbles herself, and delivers something raw and honest. But even then, the odds aren't great. Because here's the truth. Hollywood builds fast, but it breaks faster. And when the fairy tale shatters, the same hands that crowned you are the first to let you fall. So what do you think? Did Rachel sabotage herself? Or was she set up to fail from the start? Drop your take in the comments, I'm watching. And if you thought this story was wild, wait till you see who's next. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Because in this business, the drama never sleeps. And neither do we.